Nothing quite beats a round of pool at the local pub every so often, and I'm not sure how it's done in other countries, but the unspoken rule here in Australia is that you can play the people currently at the table to take it over, or politely wait by placing your coins in a stack on the bumper, signifying that you get the next round. Now that Pool Blitz, a free-to-play game ported over from mobile, has arrived, can we save some coins at the local pub? Or do we need to start stacking the virtual coins instead? What's it like? Chalk up your cue, set the table, and flip a coin to see who breaks first as we review Pool Blitz on Nintendo Switch. Now usually this is where I would ask you to like and subscribe, but instead I just want to help raise some awareness for Myeloma Month. We don't want any money, nor do we want you to donate money elsewhere, but the goal of this month is to help make people aware of multiple myeloma, a blood cancer that affects 22,000 Australians, including my father. To find out more about myeloma, Google Myeloma Australia or go to myeloma.org.au. Thank you. Pool Blitz is an online head-to-head pool game that randomly matches you to someone for a game of pool. Most rounds are usually over in a few minutes, making it a great game to sneak a match or two in while you have a spare moment. The objective is to sink your assigned balls, whether they be solids or stripes, then pot the 8-ball. Pool Blitz also features some head-to-head blitz variations on the traditional game that sees you sink balls as fast as you can to add them to your opponent's tables, much like Tetris 99 saw you clearing blocks to swamp your opponent. It's a very fast-paced and exciting showdown, and you strike the ball using your right stick to set some precision power, and I found the controls intuitive and easy to pick up. When you win a round, you earned a chest which you can select to unlock. Most of these have real-life countdown ranging from a few minutes to a few hours that go towards unlocking new cosmetics, cues, balls, or masks. They usually consist of a few cards towards certain items, and the more you play, the more cards you earn to unlock these items. While certain cues do have stats on them, there doesn't seem to be an overwhelming advantage to boosting them, and some tournaments actually limit you to the same power and abilities as your opponents to keep things fair. Tours can be entered by paying a small coin fee, which you earn double if you win. There's also limited time tournaments like the Weekend Blitz tournament that yours truly placed 11th in this past weekend. There's a lot to do and not that many restrictions despite the free-to-play model. Let's get that free-to-play elephant out of the room right now. Just how free-to-play is Pool Blitz? Well, you can play your standard games of pool to your heart's content and earn items on the free battle pass with no restrictions. There is a heavy focus on monetizing most features of the game, like the golden shot minigame that sees you unlock certain rewards by hitting a ball into a random zone on a table. Paid Battle Pass also automatically queues up your chest to open, instead of you manually having to select a chest, then waiting for the time at the end before opening it and selecting the next chest to unlock. You can also pay real-world money to hold more chests, as well as the usual gems or in-game currency used to fast-track new queues, tables, or ball styles. None of it is actually pay to win, and the game doesn't shove its transactions down your throat. It just pops up when you try to do an action that's locked behind a paywall. Graphically, the game looks great and runs smoothly. There are varied backgrounds of different venues that mainly change depending on your tour, and the background NPCs look decent enough without being distracting. The UI can be a bit befuddled, and I did find it difficult to navigate at first, with many tabs to cycle through to find what you need. The network code seems to be stable enough, and surprisingly the only trouble I had when playing online was versing my wife in the same room. We both had horrendous lag for some reason during the initial few parts of a round. For my vision impaired pool sharks, there are no accessibility options, so further research may be required to see if Pool Blitz is for you. Pool Blitz is a surprisingly fun take on pool, quickly matching you to players all over the world, allowing you to get some quick rounds of pool in. Despite its free-to-play nature, the game is largely unrestricted with what you can do, and monetization only rears its head when you wander into something behind a paywall, rather than assaulting you with pop-ups every time you play. Its fun, refined approach to gameplay makes it an easy recommendation for fans of pool and warrants a download for those unfamiliar with sports to have a go, so to speak. While nothing will beat the real feel of playing for a table at the local tavern, Pool Blitz does a great job of filling in the time until that table is free. So, what's it like? Pool Blitz is like real world pool, with some unique modes sprinkled in. I award it a 72 out of 100. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. The best way you can support me is to like and subscribe and continue watching my content if you enjoy it. But if you do want to go that bit extra, you can buy me a coffee or join our Patreon, which shows you behind the scenes of this channel. Thanks again.